What's good, Green Screen Entertainment fans? It's your boy JGreene, and if I could have a moment of your time, I'd like to tell you a little story. So, for those of you that don't know, I am an Orange Theory coach. Now, the reason I love Orange Theory, the reason why I choose to be a coach at Orange Theory, is because of the fact that Orange Theory Fitness is all inclusive. Now, this ain't no commercial for no Orange Theory. I'm just letting you know why I love them. Okay? Other boutique type gyms and stuff like that, they're very selective with the type of people they like to train. Maybe you gotta have a six pack. Maybe you can only be an athlete, right? Maybe you can only be young, or maybe you gotta be a silver fox. Whatever it may be, OTF is for everybody. Now, I like that because of the fact is growing up, I used to get clowned on for being overweight, real no athletic skills in my background. I wasn't that kid. In fact, I was in the Boy Scouts, right? Sometimes I got made fun of because I had to wear my uniform to class because I had a troop meeting right after school. Fuck you. I've got clowned on for getting bad grades, all types of stuff. So with that said, growing up, being in school, I wasn't that dude that was on the sports team that got the poo nanny thrown at him left and right. So in life, whenever it did get thrown at me, boy, it was a treat. And I'm about to tell y'all one such story when that actually happened. All right, y'all, so this is how it went down. Now, before I really get into it, I want to let you know that I'm an only child. But my best friend, his family is like my family. So his three sisters are like my sisters. I'll die for them. His mama is like my second mama. I'll die and ride for her for real though, okay? So whenever I say my sisters, that's who I'm talking about, just so you know. Now what happened is his sisters had already thrown multiple parties in times when they shouldn't have been throwing parties. They get a little wild. You know how it is when you're young. But because of that, in this particular weekend when his parents were going out of town for like 3 days, they was like, look, we're not gonna let y'all stay here because we know you're gonna fuck shit up. We're gonna lock up the house, get out. So we thought to ourselves, damn, we can't just leave this house open with opportunity for 3 damn days. We gotta think of something. We gotta figure out a way to get in this damn house and throw us a little party. So what we did was we had his youngest sister say that she was gonna stay with some of her softball homegirls. I went to drop her off. Then me and his middle sister came back, acted like, oh yeah, we done dropped her off, it's all good. But what really happened was later on, she came back. They had a little window right by the front porch that led into my best friend's old bedroom. He's going to San Diego State at the time. We snuck her in through the window and then she slept underneath the futon couch all night. We gave her a little bag of some snacks and some treats and whatnot and a little jar in case she needed to go to the bathroom. Now in the morning, our little sister told us her heart was racing when her dad came in there, checking the windows, making sure everything was locked up tight. Meanwhile, me and her middle sister are out at the mall waiting for the call that it's okay. Our hearts are racing, forehead sweating. But we get that call. It's all good, come on back. So we come back, we invite our cousins over and everything like that, and then we proceed to plan the party. Now, later that night, party jumps off. No fights, it's all good. Music is cracking, neighbors ain't tripping. It was one of those types of parties that you see in the movies that was just great all night. Now, as we're at the party, I'm kind of playing the host, just making sure everybody's having a good time, everyone's doing what they need to be doing, respecting the facility, if you will. But there's this one girl that keep giving me that eye. She tells her older homegirl, she said, hey, yo, go bring him back to the room real quick. So they go get me. I don't know what it's about. I'm not expecting what I'm about to walk into. They bring me back into the room. The girl says, hey, yo, I want to tell you something. Come here real quick. And then she turned her head and she making out with your homie. I'm like, oh, goddamn, okay. This party just got better. But then again, not really. I wasn't really a fan of the way that she kissed. She kind of pushed her tongue inside out my mouth like this. It was really weird. And then at times, I don't know what she did, if she kept her tongue all to the side or up in the roof of her mouth, but it felt like there was nothing there. It was very weird to me. So I ended up making out with her probably for another 5 minutes or so, and then I dipped. Now, when I left that bedroom, my confidence was on high. I'm like, oh shit, we done thrown off this party. I'm being a good host. Girls are making out with me. Oh, I'm about to do it tonight. But alas, maybe my game just wasn't as strong as my confidence and I didn't seal no deals. The end of the night comes. Now, you know what it's like at the end of the night. You're trying to do what you're trying to do. So whether you be at the club or a party, you're trying to scope out who's left. Let me scoop them up. And the only one that was left was this chick. All right. I guess I'm going to go back into no man's land. I don't know what's going on there. So we start making out. She's sitting on top of me. We on the couch. We making out. I'm like, all right, okay. It's a little bit better than it was the first time. Now she pulls back. I wonder what's she gonna say. Maybe she want to go to a different room, have a little bit more privacy. There's a couple people around. But no, she pulls back, and then she looks dead in my eyes and says, do you want to fuck this pussy? And I was like, stunned for a second. And I had a lot of thoughts going through my head, but I guarantee you these thoughts didn't take more than the snap of a finger. I looked her straight in her face and said, yes, I do. And that's how it went down. That's one time when I had it thrown at me. I didn't have to put in much work. All I was doing was just hosting. I got called in the back, a little make-out interview, if you will. And then at the end of the night, do you want to fuck this pussy? Hot damn. Now, the moral to the story is this. To my ladies, to my fellas, to everyone. As nice as it is to get the pussy and the dick thrown at you, wrap it up. Oh, I'm good. But that shit could have gone real left. I'm out.